We're rolling.
What up?
What's going on, Samuel? It's been a while.
When was the last time I was on this?
Ages ago. I
like-
didn't do a podcast in the month of December.
I think it was even then when you were doing it consistently, I wasn't on. I think it was like episode 20. I was last on with Josh.
Yeah, I thought you were on with like 30-ish, I thought. But yeah, no,
It's either like 30 or 20, something like that.
It was a while because then I just did it with like Dom and Isaiah. And then like Charlie was here and there. But that was only when they pushed it. I didn't really want to. But they were like impulsively like, let's go. Which is sort of hilarious. But, you know.
Ironic.
What are you going to do? I talked to Dom about, first of all, the mics. I don't know why they're not here, dude. Like, it still doesn't make any sense to me.
How many do they have?
2.
2?
They have 2 mics. They don't use them. They haven't used them for months.
Yeah, one's just like sitting in Charlie's
closet. Yeah, for like
months.
Doing absolutely nothing. It's so crazy to me because some people will be so committed to something and then just completely lose interest. And I get that too, but like I try to keep it going because eventually it does come back, the motivation of like the podcast or whatever, and even if you did it like once a week. But what they were going for is perfection, and that's never...
Yeah.
You don't do perfection. That's not what a podcast is, especially like when you're in high school.
Yeah, they're on episode 3.
They're going for like these ABC well-produced podcasts, like almost scripted, which is a unique idea, but also is not Dom nor is it Charlie at all. Because a podcast like that takes consistent... I could do a podcast like that. I wouldn't do it solo, but if I had 2 other committed people to do it, I would definitely do a podcast like that. That's not Charlie nor is it Dom.
They're also like the good part about them is they're unscripted. Like it's funny when they go on the little tangents,
like hilarious
each other, yeah.
Or like when Charlie just amps up Dom. Well, the funny part was about me, Dom, and Charlie is that Dom was always kind of like the middle. Yeah. Like he was always like sort of this like goofball kid, and I hated his idioticness, and Charlie just encouraged it so much. And so you had this like really weird dance, right? But without like that, the flow of their podcast would just eventually get difficult. Like for sure their conversations would be good for like 20 minutes, but they just dick off. Like that's it, which is great, and it's interesting for like 20 minutes, but I don't know how they would ever carry length, which is what they wanted to do. If they were doing like these short 20 minutes of maybe scripted or somewhat scripted podcasts, they could do that. But they wanted these like long 2-hour, 3-hour, like hour and a half long episodes with them. And I'm like, I don't know how you're going to do that. And Charlie wanted to get girls on, which is like, what are you doing?
Where's the idea?
Where? Like, because Charlie just gets ideas sometimes, and it's almost like he doesn't ever think about it again. Like, he's just like, let's go. Charlie's sort of like a guy on cocaine, even though that he's never done coke. Like, it's just craziness with him. Yeah. And it was so... Because Dom told me about that the week of, and he was nervous about that podcast.
The one with...
Ellie and Sydney.
Is that the one that was awful?
Terrible. Horrific.
I want to hear it.
Like, so bad. I shouldn't have said their names, but like...
It's unlisted.
Who gives a fuck? And I'm not saying anything bad about them. But like, that... Dominic was horrific because he cannot speak to women. Dominic's never been able to spoken to a woman in his life, so I don't know why on a podcast you would like throw him in the ringer for like, let's go. Imagine Dom interviewing someone when he's like 30, but like another woman.
I got Dom lady.
Dom lady?
I got Dom a lady.
Oh, you did?
From Italy. Did I tell you about this?
No.
Anna's cousin lives in Italy.
Okay.
And we had like a running joke that we were gonna make her cousin, her name is Julia, and Dominic get married.
Yeah.
And it's catching traction.
Is it?
It is. but she does live in Italy.
Yeah, there's
So
one small flaw.
we gotta wait till the summer.
Was she coming in from Italy?
Yeah, they come every summer.
They do?
It's so sick. They have a fucking house in the Cape. It's like a $2 million fucking dollar house.
Own it.
They own like 5 houses. Her cousins are
What do they do?
ridiculously rich. Her uncle is like one of the top lawyers in Germany, like for the government or some shit.
I smell a coup here. I smell like shadiness with the story.
There was one time we were in a fucking
museum. When someone has that much money and they say, "Oh, he's a lawyer," I picture the O.J. Simpson lawyer, or I picture Saul. These are my 2 lawyers that I'm picturing.
It's something with like international stuff. I don't fucking know, but I just had something, but I lost it. What?
It's okay.
Start something else.
We didn't talk about The Mandalorian.
Dude.
And Star Wars, just in general.
Mace Windu is coming back. And it's going to happen in episode 7.
Episode
of Boba Fett.
7 of Boba Fett? I think you're wrong. Is episode 7 the last episode?
Yeah.
It is? They're only doing 7?
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
It is.
I thought that they were going to at least do 8.
Fucking people don't like it. The Boba Fett.
Who? Retards?
I don't know. They don't like how he's like not badass, but like that's the whole point of the show. Or not badass, just not like.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a little inconsistent with season 2 Mandalorian. He was very, very like affirmative and also badass. He has some badass moments, but he's not consistently badass. And there's some real scenes where he just doesn't make any sense. But on the other hand, there's great scenes. They're sort of consistent with it. It would make more sense if he was weaker in season 2 Mandalorian, but he was really strong in season 2 of Mandalorian.
He's stronger then than he is now.
Right, exactly, which is a little bit of an issue. But I think that they're building back up to it. They want to like give him a little break so that he comes back, where they're doing like this Spider-Man 2 thing where he gets weak and then he comes back, which cliche, but still works. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the Obi-Wan show too.
That is going to be tremendous because they're going to go crazy shit with that. With the cast, with Ulan back, with Ahsoka being live action now. Samuel Jackson's still in the picture. They're going to do something with Luke Skywalker in that. I'm not too sure what.
Do you know who the main villain is in it?
No, it could be Maul.
That'd be sick.
It could Maul's alive, I'm pretty sure. I think it takes place before Rebels. But they couldn't fight on Tatooine because that would ruin Rebels.
Why?
Because Maul finds Obi-Wan in Rebels. That's his whole thing, is finding Obi-Wan. So they could meet up. They could meet up and fight each other on another planet.
It can't be Tatooine.
Right, but it just can't be Tatooine. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see how it goes. I don't know who the main protagonist is. I really don't. It could be Boba Fett.
That'd be sick. I fucking love Boba Fett. And I love Mace Windu.
Yeah, I mean,
I just needed to happen, man.
I don't think that they're gonna it's gonna happen. I think Mace has too many ties to Obi-Wan and too many ties to Ahsoka for them to introduce Boba.
And then when's the Ahsoka show set? I remember you told me, but I forgot.
I think Ahsoka comes out before Obi-Wan, I want to say, but I'm not exactly sure. I can look it up really quick. We're supposed to have Isaiah here, but...
What's Isaiah doing?
I don't know. I didn't text him. There's Ahsoka. I didn't...
I fucking remember what I was going to say. Dude, I was getting gas.
Oh. Early 2023. Oops. My bad. I was way off.
No, I mean, like, when's it set?
Oh, set?
Yeah.
After season 2.
Oh, so it's like after the Grogu stuff.
Right. It's right after the... Because I think it's season 2, she shows up and beats the shit out of that one girl and then asks her where... what's his name? that blue dude from Rebels.
I don't fucking know.
I'm having a hard time remembering what it is, but main protagonist in Rebels is she says his name.
Look it up.
And
I want to see who.
So I think they're gonna continue what happened with Ezra, and like just continue what the plot was with Rebels. It does. 2022. Oh, I lied. So sometime in 2022. So Obi-Wan comes out before Ahsoka, which I was wrong about. So that would make sense if May showed up in this before.
Wait, did you see that? It's a plan to only be one season. That is sick to me. That means they're gonna do some big stuff.
Yeah, that means that they're probably gonna go all out with this.
I like that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they have a momentum going. I think it's the same people.
I remember what I was gonna say earlier. Fucking so I was getting gas before I came here to the fucking storm, and a car passed me, and I noticed someone was like staring at me, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 minutes later, Ellie FaceTimed me. It was Ellie and Hadley, and they're like, "Are you going to Bella's?" And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna go to Bella's." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "I don't want to hang out with children." I was like, "Is it gonna be the same people from Anthony?" And she was like, "Yeah, probably." I was like, "No."
It's crazy. Those parties have nothing anymore. And just they've fallen to something that they weren't meant to be.
Not even that. Just what the fuck is the shit with the sophomores and seniors?
I don't know.
It's creepy.
I don't know because everyone was complaining in sophomore year. How weird is it when sophomores date seniors? But dating is weird, I guess, still. But showing up to a party and drinking with sophomores is perfectly okay.
It's fucking weird. It's like there's this guy, sophomore that sits near me in art, and I feel weird talking to her because I'm like, you're a little girl, and I'm
an adult.
Legal adult.
A legal adult.
You should feel like a little discomfort by that.
Right. And also, it's just ironic that these same people who are now drinking with sophomores were yelling at me back in the past for drinking when I was a sophomore. They were saying that it's not good, it's too much, but now here they are, they're seniors supplying sophomores. It shows the hypocrisy of this town. It shows the actual morals of this town. And it shows you that this town has nothing else better to do than to party with sophomores.
It's like, I don't know.
When you're a senior, fucking senior.
And hooking up with them. There's so many people that hook up with people.
Yeah.
Is this going to be unlisted? Like,
don't say names. Do not say names.
Why?
No.
Come on.
Nope.
Come on.
No, you can tell me afterwards.
Okay. Even if I don't use names, you're going to know, or whoever watches it is going to know exactly who I'm talking about.
Okay, that's fine, but don't name names.
Someone we know,
okay.
Who, what was the thing? Someone we know hooked up with sophomore.
Uh-huh.
And then.
Okay,
this actually, I don't care. They know who they are, and it's fucked up, so I don't care about sharing it. So this person went to Panera with Morgan.
Okay.
Callie's friend Morgan and some other.
Yeah. My sister's friend.
Child, I don't know. We've known Morgan since she was like a child.
Yeah,
since. Do you remember that?
We were in 7th grade when
she was a
child. 5th grade. She was 5th grade. She was 10.
She was a child. Obviously, I'm not close with Morgan. I wouldn't call her like a sister figure, right. But that's like the type of light I'd view her in, like someone,
right,
like a family friend. Like it's not at all, but
right, no,
you know what I mean.
Like a normal human would
platonic thing, yeah. And they're taking them to Panera. They did it more than once, and then went like to Target and shit with them. And they were joking, like, "Gotta take my kids to lunch." It's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, you're just fucking odd. Like, this isn't a cute... Because people want to make it out to be, like, a cute thing. Where you can, like, do with each other now. And, like... Because the reality is that, like, senior girls in Easton know sort of the game, and they don't want to play that game, but they just want boyfriends. That's it. And so they go get a boyfriend from wherever the fuck. So everyone has a boyfriend in our grade, which, is a little much. I don't know if everyone should, but, like, everyone has since the dawn of time. And now all they can go for is the horror boys in our grade. They can only go for sophomore girls, which is pathetic, embarrassing, and
it's like I made this joke in my head that getting with a sophomore girl as a senior is sort of like paying for a hooker.
For sure.
Because maybe even the gas money to get them, then you get them lunch. You're just paying for their fucking food and gas, and then hooking up with them.
And then you're also manipulating them.
Yeah, it makes them feel special.
Yeah, it's gross.
If I was a sophomore and a girl went up to me, she's like, "You want to hook up?" and they were a senior, I don't care like what they look like. I'd be like,
yeah, like that's also, and it's different for guys who look at it because guys just want pussy. Like it could be anyone, and especially if an older girl does that, it's fine because the guy wants it, but the girl doesn't, and the guy's lying to the girl, and she's either convinced herself or the guy has convinced her into, no, I'm not lying to you, I'm being trustworthy, which anyone who's not autistic can clearly see that that's not the case. But it's wrong because one's older than the other one. The other one has more life experience and understands how the world works better.
And when people are like, actually, this isn't an excuse to use that much, but like when people say, oh, how old are your parents? Like how much different they are. It's like 45 to 50 is a lot different than
it is.
Like 15 to 20, something like that. Like
it's 100% different.
You are not the same person you were sophomore year. You were not half as mature as you were back then.
No. It's not even close. I mean, and that's like taking a 13-year-old to an 18-year-old. I mean, 25 to 30 is the same as a 13 to an 18-year-old. But the difference is so much more. At 25 to 30, you're going to change a good amount. You are.
Yeah.
But the idea that you're going to change as much as 13 to 18 when you become a boy to becoming a legal adult is fucking insane. And the idea that... And again, it's like... It's weird because this is a politically correct town, quote unquote. These are the people who, like, post on their Instagrams about being a good person and not being weird and keeping women safe and, all these other, like, rape allegations and sexual assault, but then go to parties with sophomores and let them drink with the guys around. And it's like...
With the sole intention of hooking up with...
With sole intention of hooking up with them. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You wouldn't be hanging out with these people if you actually cared.
Dude, there's been times where I'm thinking I'm hanging out with someone and I get to their house and it's like sophomore girls with like a group of guys, and it's like, you can tell they have nothing in common. Like there's no reason beyond their hot.
Right, and that was the thing, is like you would always go to a high school party and the seniors would sneak into the sophomore party. And they were, like, out of place there. And there was, like, a group of them trying to be the older kids. Which was, like...
It was fine.
It was fine because, like, they have to act older.
And
like, when you're inviting... And this is the other part of the problem, is it shows how immature our fucking grade is. Is that they have the willingness to hang out with sophomores who act like sophomores. We haven't matured at all, and I don't know if it's COVID or whatever, but people in our grade do not, like, act like adults.
Yeah, it's worrying. I obviously it happens, like, a lot. Like, this isn't a new thing, but it's crazy now. Like, I know it happened when we were sophomores.
Right.
Where sophomore girls would get with fucking senior guys.
Right.
But the level it's happening at now...
Well, that was the thing, though, is that because the popular kids, quote unquote, were always in this weird relationship because they had siblings. So like it was almost like generational. Like it was so odd to like watch. It was like, so you'd have this popular girl who had two older popular brothers who were friends with older popular guys who were throwing parties. So they would just be at these parties because they lived at the house that it was in. So it was like
so fucking weird.
What is going on?
And then they're hooking up with like the big sister's little sister.
It happened all the time, and everyone thought it was weird. And that was the thing that went untold, is everyone was like, "What's happening?"
An incest group.
Yeah, we did.
Dude,
Our friend group called them incest group. That was like a thing that we said about them, which we wouldn't say that now because that's that's
no.
But like,
there's this girl in my art class that's like would be grouped into the incest group, and I straight up asked her if she knew that people called them the incest group.
What did she respond to it?
She was like, "No, like why?" And then I explained it, and she's like, "Oh, I don't do that."
Because I'm picturing the most stereotypical white woman, just like what? Really? You called us that? She's like just the disappointment in her face.
Like, I don't even do that.
I don't do that. And it's... But that was the thing. And now it's everywhere. And it's partly because these parties aren't cool anymore. These parties are lame. And the way that they've been shown through, and this is the reality, is that all these popular kids, not the guys, because the guys don't give a fuck. Yeah. The guys literally, they don't like... I don't even know if they're like the popular guys aren't even really hooking up with sophomores.
Yes, they are.
They are?
It's just a lot more low key.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell you some. Like,
okay, I'll take that back then. I don't know shit apparently. So, but these popular guys, they don't care about at least what they present themselves to the world to be. So they're not posting on the internet all the time. But
I like that about.
These sophomore girls are posting constantly about how serious COVID is and how we have to keep the cases down and how the transmission is so important to take care of. And then they'll post pictures of them at an 80-person party, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, like, most people going to those, I don't think, do that.
No, but they do. They do. They definitely did. Or they did, or they do. They don't anymore now, because who gives a fuck now? But like that summer, all of them were still posting.
Yeah.
All of them were posting, going, what's going on? Why are people not going out? I mean, I know names, but like I won't say them, but.
And like, I gave a shit at the beginning of it.
I gave a shit for like a month and a half.
Expressive it. But like, I did. And then once I stopped, like, following what I was supposed to, I didn't pretend like I gave a shit anymore.
Yeah, no.
Like, you can just say, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, but these people are saying that it's a problem while they're showing up at these parties.
And it's not like that first, like, COVID wave where if you're like, I don't give a fuck about COVID, you're like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
No one cares if you don't care.
No one cares. No one cares anymore.
There's like a group of like 10 people that would actually give a shit.
It's concerning if you do care anymore. It's like your bitch ass immune system can't handle this pussy ass disease. Come on.
I don't know how. Like, I must be immune.
Sick for 4 hours. Unvaccinated, hungover, underslept, traveled, sick for 4 hours with COVID.
Dude, it's like.
I should be dead.
There's no reason I shouldn't have gotten it 4 different times. My sister got it. I went to a prom. Every single person at my table got it.
No.
Except me.
Yep.
Anthony's. No. It wasn't Anthony's. It was Ellie's birthday party. 12 people got it out of 20. Mm-hmm. And then the last one where there was fucking 150 people.
Yep.
Didn't get it once. Like, and when people do get it, it's not bad anymore. It never really was bad for young kids, but like especially now.
No, No, and even the people who got it bad were bitch-ass immune system.
Yeah. They had something wrong with them already.
Yeah, it was like, okay. Like, obviously. But you should be the one to get vaccinated. It's crazy. I don't know, like, it's crazy how openly these teachers are talking about the vaccine. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
It's a little much.
I don't know.
Even if you feel it or don't, the fact that these people are talking about it so openly, it's a little scary.
I just don't like talking about it in general. It's like, it is such a little topic.
Vaccines
in like a setting of people I don't know.
Exactly.
Because it's no matter what you say, obviously I'm vaccinated. I pro-vaccine. Yeah, you should get it. But like, I'm not gonna fucking debate someone. Right. If they don't want it. You're not gonna convince anybody to change their mind. No one. Not a single person who was like anti-vax when it first came out is pro-vax now.
And there's so many like different types of people who are in Easton who are going to make you out seem like the bad guy. Like for me, if I talked and gave my opinion in a classroom about vaccines, I would be considered anti-vax and like a right-wing nut. Yep. Which is like, I'm not. Like, that's not the reality of the situation. Like, I want old people to get vaccinated. I want people with problems to get vaccinated. I want anyone who wants to get vaccinated to get vaccinated. But I don't think that we should have a mandate. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's not...
To be honest, I really haven't done any research into it or, like, looked at anything. Because I don't care.
No, what the fuck you want. I get it.
If they mandate it, I don't give a fuck. If they don't, I don't give a fuck. It's like, it's such a set belief that you're not going to convince anyone to change.
That is true. Yeah.
So I just don't pay attention to it. It's a waste of time.
It's just not going to be given back.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, and that's my problem with it is same thing that's happened with 9/11. Like, the Patriots Act didn't go away. You still get molested by the TSA once you go through the airport. You still, like, try and fondle your balls. Like, what are you doing? I don't have a bomb in my balls. It's not there. And they still do it. And, you know, I mean, there hasn't been a terrorist attack since Boston bombing, which a little terrorist attacks look a little fishy now and then. Why was that guy dating a white woman? It's a little suspicious.
Wait, what?
The guy, the Boston bomber, was dating a white woman. It was weird. Like, it was weird.
I saw a video of the Boston bomber in a wrestling match against someone, and it was just in the background the America fuck yeah song, and he was beating the shit out of him. It was so funny. I want to find that video, but that was so random and off topic, but it was funny.
I don't know. It's just weird. But talking about it in schools is just... It's so strange. And when teachers actually try and get your opinion on it, it's almost embarrassing.
That's like... that's the thing. It's like, I feel like it's a very deep-rooted belief.
Yeah.
If whatever you feel like. So I don't like talking about it with strangers. Like, I don't say hi to you in the halls. I'm not going to give you my opinion on a vaccine.
Yeah. And also, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. I'm 18 dumb fuck who's repeating things that I hear on the internet from smarter people.
That's everyone.
That's everyone in our school. So why the fuck is anyone talking about vaccines? I shouldn't be able to... Again, I can have my opinion on something. I'm not going to fucking make a decision. I don't know what it's like to be in the chair of office. And that's the reality of it.
I don't know. I'm done with school, man.
Yeah, we're in senior year.
What's your next year look like?
My next year?
Yeah. Where will you be this time next year?
I hope I have a decent apartment with furniture, TV, this podcast studio set up in Austin, and I have a job that I don't mind, and I'm doing comedy once a week, and I'm doing this podcast once a week.
That's good goals. This is a little off topic, but we'll get back to it. Are you looking for a job right now?
Yes, I guess I am.
You should work at Chino.
Are you serious? They're looking for people to work at Chino?
I think so. if you're willing to give up a weekend day, I think they'd hire you like right away. That's what they did to me. I told them I could work Saturdays. It was Thursday that I told them I could work Saturdays, and they wanted me to start that Saturday. I'd text Isaiah immediately. I texted Isaiah within 40 minutes. I was hired. I don't know how in need it is now because they just hired fucking Kyla, but I don't think she's doing weekends. If you'll do a weekend, I think they'll hire you on the spot.
I just want to work one day a week.
That's what you need. I literally told them. I was like, I can only do Saturdays right now. And they were like, oh, okay, that's good.
For real.
Yes. And, okay, it's busy as shit, but, like, it's not a Doug busy. You know the Doug busies. Were you there for that? Where it's, like, a hectic and you can't even breathe. It's busy, but it's, like, it's a good busy. You're always doing something. It's not just repetitive scanning shit, putting it in a bag. It's like fun in a way. Like you're taking people's plates, you're filling water. Feels like did you ever play Cooking Mama?
No. But I've heard that working in like a restaurant is like.
And it's funny as fuck. None of them like speak English. So there's the first day. It was so busy that we ran out of all like the glasses of water. You keep the glasses of water in a different place than like the kitchen.
Right. Yeah.
And we ran out of them. So I was like, Amy, because Amy's the server. I was like. And she was the only one that I knew that spoke English. Yeah. I was like, Amy, how do I get the dishwasher to like wash the cups? They're all dirty. I don't have any left. And just point to the little dirty rack and she'll do it. So I go to the dishwasher lady who's like wicked old and then like
doesn't speak English.
Like a knit sweater and stuff. And it was so funny. But I pointed to the thing and she just goes, no. Like, she didn't even say anything. So I just walked away, and I was like, Amy, what am I supposed to do? She just shook her head when I pointed to the thing. She was like, just go back and point to it again, and she'll get it. So I did, and then she didn't do it. She shook her head again, and she was like... So I was like, oh, fuck, what do I have to do? So I took one of the glasses, pointed to it, and went... And then she goes... Started washing them. So it's fun. It's like a culture shock, but it's really cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
That sounds fun. I don't want to work. Like I have no motivation.
It's a good type of work. I think
I need a good type of work.
It's like it's self-fulfilling. I feel like you're always on your own. To a degree, you're never like working for people's orders or
right.
Yeah. You're always doing your own thing. You have, obviously, shit to get done, but you're on your own time, and it's nice. And if it's not busy, you can sit around, you can drink at the bar. They also let you drink. The sushi chef needs to be on
this podcast is going to blow up in, like, 2 years, and Shino's going to be shut down.
It's going to be, like, yeah. No, but the sushi chef liked me, so he goes, Kokram? And I was like, what? He was like, you drive? And I go, yeah, I drive. Oh, he goes, no Kokram. It was so funny. But, yeah, no, it's a good job. It's obviously, I worked at Shaw's for fucking 3 years. Since I applied on my birthday when I was eligible to get a job.
I worked at Shaw's forever, and you tripled my time there.
Yeah, it was
which crazy. Is, I worked there for 13 months. You worked triple my time.
Literally.
Crazy.
Yeah. Actually,
I don't know how that didn't kill you. Like, legitimately.
Did. That was the thing.
I don't want to work. I don't know why. And I have a feeling at Shaw's, sucked.
I'm telling you, I literally would consider calling out of work every single day I had to work, even though I worked once a week by the end of my tenure there. I worked at Chino once, and I'd be willing to work every day.
It's so exhausting to work at Shaw's that
it made me depressed, man. That shit sucked.
Genuinely, with school is horrific.
There's nothing worse than having a 3 p.m. shift and then getting home and having to do your fucking homework. Just thinking about it pisses me off.
Like, it makes me so angry. And then Melissa, dude,
them fucking firing everyone, dude.
Crazy.
Everyone wants to quit, and you're firing people for eating
food
from where they work.
Crazy.
It pisses me off.
I mean, it's just nuts because they didn't give you anything. They had no reason to get you to stay there. Yeah. People just stay because they tell you it's good and they make it hard to leave.
That's one thing I really liked about Chino, like right off the rip. You can tell they respect you. The sushi chefs kept making me sushi because they asked if I ate, and I said no. So they was like, "Oh, I'll make you some." And then when it was like close to closing, they were cleaning the kitchen, but the server went up to me and she was like, "Do you want any food?" And I was like, "No, that's all right." And she goes, "No, bring home food." And she gave me the menu and let me pick anything.
Yeah, it's great.
They made it for me.
It's fantastic. And that was the thing about Burger King that was nice for a little bit until it went to shit fast. So no one gave a fuck when I showed up. There was a guy who drank on his shift and would get absolutely hammered and would pass out on the bench. Like, it was a thing that would happen. Like, and there was a guy who sold weed there. It was like, okay, and they would like let me sit on my phone. I had AirPods in. They didn't give a fuck what I did. I didn't give a fuck what they did. And then people didn't like it there, but who gave a fuck? That wasn't making any money. It didn't cost anything. It was whatever. Then they started. Management wanted to start us to have more customers and for us to actually work, without fixing the weed dealing dude, the drunken alcoholic, the overall morons that work there, the lack of training, the inefficient systems, like, was all still there. And now they wanted us to work, like, legitimately work with zero extra pay.
What the fuck?
And it was almost like someone shoving a dick up your ass, and they're just like, it's okay. But you're like, what? What's going on? I'm getting fucked in the ass right now. What are you saying? And they were just like, no, it's good. And like, there were so many other like small little things that happened. They would bring back a manager who was kind of a dickhead. They would like tell me to take out my AirPods for like no reason. What? They wouldn't let me look at my phone for random reasons. They would stop letting us eat the food, which before then they would let us eat whatever we wanted. So it was eat whatever you want. We don't care. Whenever you want to eat, to zero food at all in a day. It was like a crazy overnight shift in and also I was working there Wednesdays and Mondays every week. That was what I did. It was from September to December. That's what I did. Yeah. And it worked great for me. And then one day he was like, look, man, can you come in and work this Thursday? I was like, yeah, sure, I can come in and work this Thursday. He was like, do you want to work other Thursdays? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, all right, we'll talk, and then you can let me know. But can you work this Thursday? I was like, yes. That week, my grandfather died and my cat died. So that Thursday, I didn't show up to work. Next Thursday, he schedules me. We never talked about Thursday. I didn't know I had to come in to work on Thursday until Wednesday at like 7:30 to look at the schedule. So then I didn't show up that Thursday. I thought he would catch the hint. Kept putting me on the next Thursday. And like midterms was coming up. My grandfather had just passed away. I didn't show up that Thursday again, and then I just quit.
How long did you
4 months. 4 months. And it was just so weird. Like, to fucking up my schedule, to just all the change, the inefficient work, the captive minimum wage pay, even though with all these changes going on, it was so crazy and so wild to watch. And every time I legitimately think about it and I try and put myself in another person's shoes, I just keep thinking about that I got fucked. Like, legitimately. Like, I don't know how else you could, like, look at this other situation and be like, well, suck it up, man. It's a job. You work. And it's like, yeah, but also I didn't when I started. And the pay wasn't going to be anything more. Like, there's no ties to that job at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you should try Shino if you're looking for a job. It's time to change the light.
I might. I honestly might, dude. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. I need money. I really do. I really need money, and DoorDash is not fully cutting it right now.
How much, if you don't mind me asking, how much do you make like a week?
A week?
Of DoorDash?
Like probably $80.
Yeah. So it's not
terrible.
For how many hours of work?
5.
Oh, wow.
So it's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but not enough.
No.
Shino? Okay.
And that's not consistent, by the way.
First night of Shino, $150.
This is insane. Insanity.
It was cause okay, I wasn't in the system yet, so it was like they handed me cash for my hourly pay and then tips. This is also illegal, so I've incriminated them twice.
Nice.
But don't worry about it. It's unlisted. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So it was like 80 in hourly wage. No, it was more than that. Whatever, doesn't matter. But then it was 80 in tips.
Wow.
And that 80 in tips just gets handed to you at the end of the night.
Right.
They hand you $80 in cash.
It's insanity.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Just having that cash.
Yeah.
It makes it so easy to save. You save your paycheck and then
just spend your cash.
Spend your tips.
It's genius. And then obviously I would still pay gas on my card.
Yeah.
But that's insane. Yeah, no, I mean that sounds like a really good job. I would. You're pulling me in here, man.
You should try.
You're really reaching me.
Text Isaiah. You could get it so quick.
I'll think about it. I will legitimately think. I might end up doing it. Don't be surprised if you.
I won't. You should work Saturdays with me, dude.
I might.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick. It's either. Well, I have like 4 job opportunities right now. Then.
What else?
Now I have Shino, and then Liz just talked to me about B-dubs. Which both would be sick jobs.
Both would be nice, and they're also like same kind of area.
Huh. All right. Well, I will think about it.
What was the other 2?
And then I'll go back to Burger King, or I'll have Muya. I know the owner of Muya, so he might give me a job, or he would, but I don't know.
Didn't you almost work there before?
I did almost work there before, and now I almost work there again, and still have not yet. We'll see again. We'll see if I almost work there again.
This all came from the next year question.
Oh.
Where were you?
Oh. Just Austin. Just basically Austin. Hopefully I'm still good with Liz.
She's coming with you, right?
She is.
Is anyone else?
Dom and Isaiah. That's it.
Is that for sure?
For sure.
They're not backing out?
Too late.
It's locked in?
Locked in.
Nice.
We're looking at apartments now. We're looking at places to live.
Sick.
We found this house outside of Austin. It was probably like this entire basement and like the upstairs living room. And like this huge backyard for like $2,500 a month.
Between 4 people, that's like, yeah, that's not bad.
It's $800 a month. It's pussy shit, dude. I mean, it's money. $800 ain't nothing, but like, it's fucking manageable.
Yeah, it's hard work, but it's
manageable for a house.
Yeah.
For a house.
For a nice house.
For a house. That's insanity.
That's nice.
Insanity. It was like 30 minutes outside of Austin, which is like a drive, but we might have 4 cars.
Yeah.
We might have 4 cars.
We'll have at least 2.
We'll have at least 2. We might have 3 cars. Well, we're not gonna have 4 cars. I lied. Dominic's not gonna get the car, but Liz might get a car or a motorcycle.
What?
This crazy bitch. I'm gonna hit her.
That's sick.
Yeah, she wants a motorcycle.
I don't know about you, but knowing what I'm doing the next year just has me so fucking bored now.
Yeah.
I like...
More school?
Just...
Hooray. Dude, I couldn't do college. I couldn't do I drop out.
I can.
I know you can. You definitely can.
I'm good at learning when it's something I give a shit about.
You do, and it's also better when it's on your time, which college has always been your time, but that's also not been, like...
Ever.
Well, not that, but, like, you could also work on other people's schedule. I never could. I never could work on somebody's schedule. It's just impossible. Like, deadlines are too, like, crazy for me.
Yeah, just ever since I got into every college I applied to, I got a lot of fucking money, so I don't have to worry about that. Which is, like, good. I worked my ass off last year.
Yeah,
last
you did.
Year was a different fucking person.
I worked my ass off last year, too, dude. I bought that fucking nice car, man.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot you bought that car.
That car's mine.
That's such a good thing to have.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucking terrific. I have a car now for, like, and I'm set with it.
Yeah. And that's going to last fucking forever.
Forever. It's going to be awesome. You'll be seeing that car forever. I mean, it's going to be awesome. And, like, legitimately, I might never have to get rid of that car.
Yeah.
That'll be here for 20 years. 2018 Honda Accord.
Yeah, you're not going to have to get rid of that until, like, you're settled in.
Yeah.
And don't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
That's how long it'll last.
Yeah, so it is really not, and also light auto insurance is so much cheaper in Texas.
Yeah.
Way cheaper. It's like half of what it is here. It's great.
It's fucking crazy.
It's great.
Yeah.
I'm just so pumped for next year, man. I really am. I hate this in between period I am right now. It's so uncomfortable. It's like getting dick teased.
It's like I've worked so fucking hard to be here where I am. I set myself up really good from like the past year and a half. I lost 30 pounds. Fucking joined wrestling. I did good at that. I got another girlfriend. Kind of recovered from that other shit, and I could talk about that later. But and then I did good in the summer, keeping on, like staying healthy, all that, keeping on my friendships. And now that like I know I have everything in my bag, like there's nothing.
No.
I have to work for. I have nothing left to prove here.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting waiting.
What do you think about our friend group?
I don't know, man. It's
kind of gone to shit a little bit.
I feel like...
But I think that's normal.
I feel like it's always been like that. It's just, I don't know.
We're adults now, and it's way worse.
Because it's even harder to make time now.
Well, it's harder to make time now, and people don't want to deal with other people's bullshit now. It's not a thing people want to deal with.
I not good with this. No, not that I'm not good with talking about it, but like, I've been pretty good at just like staying friends with everyone.
And you've been good with going with the flow. Yeah. I have never been. I'm just always observing and like trying to stick in my own lane. Yeah. So I'm kind of watching like Isaiah and Dom, they're around for sure. You and Charlie are around for sure. But like, just some of the other guys go party all the time. I'm like, hey, you guys go have fun, but yeah, that's not me.
And it's like make time. You can
make time, and like you know, Dom went out with our friend the other day and for lunch, and he sat on his phone the whole fucking time. And like I don't need to say whose name, but like. You make a guess. He was just sitting on his phone the whole fucking time. You didn't talk to him. Dom was trying to talk to him the whole lunch. Didn't say a word. He was just ate and was on his phone. It's weird.
Actually, wait, you can tell me after.
I'll just tell you afterwards. Yeah. But, you know, it's like, fuck. Because we used to talk shit, and that's all we did was sit at a lunch table and talk shit.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours. And, like, that was the thing, man, is, like, when we went out to lunches, when we got those big lunches together, those were a blast.
Those were the best times.
Like, ever. And Eric went with us to B-dubs. Like, those are one of the best stories ever, man.
Eric.
It was so much fun.
That was so fun, man.
Like, a fucking blast. Split the meal. Wasn't even that much money. And it was one of the best memories ever, man. And also...
We don't get that anymore.
I mean, a big thing is with, like... the parties and whatnot, it's like I said this on my other podcast, is when I see someone who I actually want to talk to and be around, I don't want to be at the party with everyone else crowding me, and then I can't make an actual conversation with the person I'm trying to talk to. So, and then I just wish I was at lunch with this person. I wish we like smoked a joint and then went in and we ate lunch together and we got a full hour to talk to each other about whatever we wanted to talk to and actually catch up. But that's not what people do. They want to like go to a party and yell, "Hey!"
That shit was hilarious.
Just the whole time.
That had me laughing at like 2:30.
Dude, that's literally all it is. And so it's weird. It's
Seaman! Seaman! What's going on? Hey, Seaman! Yeah, I get that. I don't know.
Well, you get this a lot too. Is that Sam?
I get that so much.
Is that him? Oh, there he is.
I can bear parties now. I used to fucking hate them. Wouldn't even show up. I can bear parties now because of Anna's. Because we just literally just sit and fucking make fun of the people.
I could do that.
And it's fun because we have a good time. We get drunk, have fun. But it's like, I don't know.
White people are also gross. That's part of my issue too. Like seeing them interact drunk. You always give people seizures with these podcasts. There's 7 people who just died right now. Nice.
Gotta make it blue.
Shove it up your ass. Alrighty then. Let's start to wrap this thing up. We're about 41 minutes in, or 51 minutes in now. And let's start to wrap this up. You have any closing topics? Any closing sentences?
Let me think.
What are you? You said. What are you majoring in next year?
Nursing.
I know what you're doing, but I just want to ask for the podcast.
Yeah, I'm doing nursing.
How did you get into that?
I've always been really good at science. Like chemistry, I finished with a 98.
Yeah.
Which I didn't
It's
study
insane.
at all. I just did,
yeah.
It's just something.
I think I was close to failing that the whole.
Yeah, and then I did biochemistry this year, which was fucking tough, but I finished with an A. So I've just always been good with that. And then I came to this realization kind of working at Shaw's back when that was the only thing I could do when we didn't have school, working like 45 hours a week with Matt. I was like, this is fine now because I don't have anything else, but
it's terrible in the
future. It's fucking boring. I think of Zumaira. That doesn't matter how to say her name. The store manager makes like 6 figures a year, but they're putting fucking boxes on shelves.
Yeah.
Like, you're not doing anything that fucking matters.
Right.
And that's kind of why I wanted to do something like that. Originally, I wanted to be a doctor, but it's too much fucking work. And
right.
There's better benefits to being a nurse.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I feel like that to me is the most like fulfilling of like that human nature of wanting to help people and have what you do matter career. So
yeah.
I think I'm gonna try that.
That's for sure true. And also you make good money while you're doing that.
I'm gonna make a fuck ton of money because I'm a male.
Oh yeah.
Every person that I've talked to that's in them, they're like, you're gonna make 6 figures quick. So that's a nice thing. That's also why it fucking sucks to be here. I just want to get that shit done. I want to get college done, and I want to be making fucking money.
It's just gonna be so crazy when we're like 30 and we're looking around and we have our houses and our apartments and
we go to Uncle Chris's for Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
In Austin.
God. And we're gonna be there, and it's like fuck. Teenagers not that long ago. There's so much time in between that, but it's not that much time. Like from middle school. When was middle school? 6th grade. 6th grade. I was fucking 6 years. No, not it. No, it's not. 6 years. 6 years ago.
Damn.
In 6 years will be. So we have 2 of those. We have 2 more of these from middle school to high school. And then we're 30 and have paying jobs, hopefully, and we're set up. 2 of those. Crazy.
That's weird to think about.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast time's gone.
Well, it's just nuts because you just didn't believe any adults. You just shut up, bitch. You don't know shit. What do you mean life goes fast? And then all of a sudden you're 18.
I can see myself fucking aging.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I see wrinkles in my face. I'm like, what the
hurts.
Fuck?
It hurts. My back hurts.
Dude.
Why?
I'll be smoking. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with my back? I'm too young for my back to be hurting this much.
Hurts. All the time. It's insanity. I don't like, it's... Because, like... And hangovers. When did that start? When did that start? Dude, I would have 3 drinks in middle school. Wake up perfectly fine. No water, no food. No, nothing.
My sister would be like, yeah, I used to be like you, but now I get hangovers and you just can't do that shit anymore. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. You're a pussy.
Yeah.
You're a fucking pussy.
Yeah, no.
And now
hangovers are real.
I don't want to drink too much because I'm going to fucking feel it in the morning. That just wasn't a thing. Even like in the summer, at least for me. No. You probably have had it for a while.
I mean, I started over the summer.
Yeah, no.
It just started though.
Damn, I don't know. Something about, maybe it's just age.
I mean,
it doesn't even have to do with volume.
I remember I got sick one morning. I got sick as fuck. I went back to back hard nights, at least 10 shots both night, and woke up sick. I
had my first
throw
up experience.
I mean, I didn't throw up, but I was fucking sick. Yeah. And some days I would walk into Shaw's and just be utterly ill. And like it was so brand new.
That was the worst.
It's terrible. The fucking worst. Going into Shaw's hungover had to be one of the worst experiences ever. And I did it.
You just feel like a zombie the entire time.
Oh my god.
Fucking zombie.
It's horrific.
It's just
fat people just walking around. And it was just so crazy that I never got promoted.
Sorry to interrupt you. I would get so angry when it was like late at night, close to closing, and then a fat person had a giant cart.
Horrific.
If it was like a skinny, like nice little mom, I'd be like, oh, they're working hard. They have to get groceries for their kids. They work late.
Though?
But if they're fat, I'm like, fuck you. Go to fucking Burger King.
Dude, honestly. But yeah. Alrighty then, man. We discussed a lot. It's 57 minutes in.
I swear it just went from 41 to 57.
No, I said 51 by accident. I said 41 by accident, but then but it was 6 minutes and I thought it was 30 seconds. But yeah, this is episode 52. Hopefully this is pretty good. I think it is. And that's that. Anything else you want to say, Sam?
Oh my god.
Is that all?
There's worms under your skin. Get rid of them.
There's worms under your skin.